What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Stationeers. As you can see, curiosity kind of got the better of me. I was kind of curious to see what the base would look like without any walls, and yeah, this is the chaos, the complete mess that I have made so far. And holy shit. Alright, so in this episode, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start working on AimeE. Try to get AimeE set up so that way we can go ahead and start getting some more resources. Now, with the rocket, I don't really need AimeE, but it's just another thing in the game that I wanted to go ahead and try to figure out. But yeah, we got a lot to do in this episode. Let's go ahead and get it started. Alright, so the biggest reason that I did this was not only because I was curious to see what was going on with all the pipe work and all the cabling and everything. Oh god, this is a mess. I wanted to go ahead and try to figure out some other stuff, like things I might be forgetting, little maintenance things that I need to do. The biggest one is the furnace. Currently, right now, what I'm doing is I'm taking water ice to cool the furnace down whenever I have to get the right temperature for an alloy. But I want to try to figure out a way so I don't have to do that anymore, because ice is the only thing I have to go mining for. I want to stop doing that. But yeah, I still have to figure that one out. Today we're going to be working on AimeE, but before we can go into a world and do that, what I need to do is there was an update in the game. Let me go ahead and I need a wrench. So solar panels have changed just a little bit. So it used to be that the vertical was read in percentage, and as you can see right now, the vertical is read in degrees. So scripts have changed, logic has changed, so this system right here no longer works. So yeah, if you go into your survival world, you are going to have to change a few things. I think I know how to change it. I'm not 100% sure, but let's see if this works. Alright, since we're in creative, we can do this easily. What we need to do is get rid of one memory and get rid of one math unit. Let's also go ahead and shut this off. Alright, so the horizontal is exactly the same thing, your logic reader to your batch writer, but with the vertical, if you want to set up a dual axis, what you have to do is, alright, I think the daylight sensor, the orientation is still correct. The solar panels are still correct. So we go in from the daylight sensor and it's reading vertical. That still stays the same. Our memory was set to 75, but we're actually going to change that. I'm going to change it to, I think it's 90. I think. I'm not sure. We'll see. If I'm wrong, it won't work. Alright, the math unit. What we need to do is we need to come from the logic memory 75, which I changed to 90. We need to read the information from the logic reader vertical, and that will also be subtract, so we don't need to change anything on that. The batch writer, we need to come in from that math unit, which was logic math sub. So logic math sub, there we go. It's still going out to the solar panels, and the variable is still vertical. And boom. Alright, we good? I don't know. I have to wait for the sun to come up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that will work. So what I need to do is I need to do that in my survival world. Alright, now what we need to do is I need to test some things out in creative again with AimeE. Try to get AimeE set up so that way I can get her mining. I'm going to actually set up 4, but I'm going to go ahead and do this in creative because, yeah, it might not work, and if it doesn't work, I don't want to go through the process and all that time of building just for it to not work. So let me go ahead and save this, and then I'll go into my creative file and we'll go ahead and start with Amy. Alright, so we're in my creative world. There's the base right over there. Did I already set this up? Oh, I guess I did. Son of a bitch. Alright, I guess I'll have to redo it. Alright, so this is actually an airlock system that I was going to try to set up with Amy. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out how to get this airlock to work. There is a few issues with Amy that, yeah, I'm going to have to change the script. Problem is, I haven't written script in so long, I completely forget how to do it. Alright, so what we need to do... Yeah, I already got everything started. That's alright. That's okay. First thing you need to do whenever you start with Amy is you need to figure out a path for Amy. The thing is, we have Amy set up in the basement, so what I had to do was I had to dig out this hill, so that way Amy has a nice little path to go out to where she needs to mine. I might have to start this over again. Did I connect anything? I don't think I connected anything. No, I didn't. There is one little issue with this, and I'll show you. What we have, if I get the authoring tool out, is this is the way that Amy unloads, if that's pointed the right way. Is it? Might not be. I might have to switch those around. Oh no, I think they're okay. The way Amy unloads is she'll park underneath chute inlet, and you'll see the resources just go from Amy into the inlet. And this just goes all the way back to... if I could get everything out of here. I haven't been in this world for quite some time, so I had no idea I already had all this stuff built. There are a few things that I am going to have to change, I could already sell. Because we need to make room for everything. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these iron frames real quick. That's what I get for not prepping. Alright, so what we need is Amy will unload into those inlets, and then we need all those resources to go through our sorting system. I think Amy does pick up ice, so we had to come all the way back to the beginning. That chute right there that goes from there up into this sorter, that is the ice sorter. That one is one that sorts the ice from the regular ores. The ice goes up and goes over to our fuel processor, and then the rest goes through all the sorting. Actually goes, where does it go? I think it goes, yeah, there it goes. It goes all the way back here and then starts with the sorting. So this is where I needed to bring the chutes, so that way we could go ahead and get the sorting. The ice sorted out, go to the fuel processing facility, or area, whatever we want to call it. And then the ores can go ahead and go through the regular sorting system. Alright, but now what we need to do is we need to get everything else to set her up. So we have a way of unloading, which I'm going to have to switch these around. Basically, if I could find... Let's get the laptop. Open this up. Let's see. I found a script. Let's go to our library. It's the AimeE Base Controller by Cows Are Evil. It's the only one that I found that actually does what I want it to. Few things that we are going to need. First, let's go ahead and take a look and see what kind of hardware that we do actually need. So, Alias Robot D0. This goes on the... Let's see if I can find one. This is what I get for not being prepared. Oh, wow. A lot of stuff has changed with the update. Is that a full lander now? I wonder if they brought back the rover. That'd be cool if they brought back the rover. I'm going to have to check that out. What we're looking for is the IC housing, which I think we could find in Logic. There it is. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn one and place it real quick. Alright, so if you take a look at the IC housing, you have D0, D1, D2, D3, D4, and D5. That's where you can place your hardware with... Where is everything? There it is. A screwdriver. So if we take a look at the screw, we can actually switch between, but since we don't have everything connected right now, it's not going to do shit. Alright, so... Is this the wrong one again? Alright, this one. Overwrite. Thank you. So alias robot D0, that's going to be AimeE, but that is actually the logic transmitter. It's not going to actually be AimeE. Then we have 4 displays. The first one is the X coordinate. We have to set up AimeE for locations for her to stop. So we're going to have 3 different locations. One is going to be, which we can actually see down here, we have a home location, unload locations, and then mining locations. So home is where she comes whenever there's a storm and you hit the recall lever. This is where she'll go. Unload is where she'll stop to unload. That is wherever you put those inlets, which I might have to move. Alright, come on. Here we go. Alright, then we have the mining coordinates, which what we need to do is we need to find a location somewhere out here for AimeE to go mining. It needs to be away from the base because I don't want AimeE to mine underneath the base. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do this. The other thing I have to worry about is... Shit, what's that called? This wall right here. Shit, what's that word I'm looking for? Retaining wall? That's not right, is it? Anyways, we don't want AimeE, which there's going to be a 4th AimeE right here, or another AimeE right here. And if we send that AimeE off to mine somewhere in that direction, she's going to try to go through this wall. She won't go out this way and then to the mining area. So what I have to do is I have to kind of crisscross just a little bit. Send this AimeE out to a location over there, and send the AimeE that's going to be right here out to a location over there. One thing I do need to check though is I need to make sure, go through the edit. Alright, AimeE base controller, there we go. Alright, so I need to check the code real quick and make sure that the first thing she does whenever we turn her on is, yeah, there it is. So yeah, he did have it set up that way. This is her first task will be to travel to the unload location, which is why I need to switch these inlets over to this side. So I'm gonna have the unload right here. So that right there will be the home location. This will be the unload, and then of course out there somewhere will be the mining. Now I was planning on putting an airlock for each one of the AimeEs, but I'm still having trouble. I'm still having issues trying to figure that one out. And there's a couple issues with AimeE that I'll address here pretty soon. Well, yeah, this is the system I was trying to figure out with AimeE. First thing I tried to do was to see if I could run the airlock with the console and just have the pressure plate kind of like hitting that button, but instead of me hitting it, the pressure plate would activate it. That did not work because I found out the consoles only have 2 commands and neither one of them are activate. There's only open and on are the only actions for those consoles. So that will not work. So what I gotta do is I gotta write a complete script. I did get some help from a buddy of mine on Discord, Red Tech. He actually made a script for me and it seems to work. I still haven't completely tested it yet, but I don't think it will work with AimeE. The reason for that is we are going to need a recall lever. Whenever there is a storm, AimeE does get damaged, or I think actually now she gets blown away. So what we need to do when there's a storm is hit the recall lever and send AimeE back to the home location, which is this location right here. The problem is, when you hit that recall lever, she will go straight to home. So she'll try to go through this wall to get to that location. So what I need to do is I actually need to change the script. So first when you hit the recall lever, she'll come to the unload location, which is right here, and then go to the home location. Then I need to figure out the whole airlock thing. Her sitting there waiting in the airlock for everything to pressurize. It'll be a pain in the ass. But yeah, that's stuff that I have to figure out at some point. Sorry, I'm kind of getting off topic. But this is what we're going to need. So up at the top, this actually defines or gives us the alias for all of our hardware. So the robot D0, that's actually going to be the logic transmitter. We have our display X. This will show her current location in the X coordinate. So coordinates are done by X, Y, and Z, which means we need to get the GPS coordinates. Then we'll have a display for the Z coordinate, her current location. So that way if she gets lost or she gets stuck, we can find her and help her out. The next one is our mode display. This will tell us what AimeE is currently doing. So each mode will show up in a number. I have no idea what those modes are. I have to check that out. With display charge, this will actually tell us how much battery charge AimeE will have. Now there's another solution for that one as well, which we'll have to get to in another episode. That's going to go in D4, and then of course the lever is our recall lever. So this is all I need to set up. Let's actually confirm that so it stays. This is what I need to set up with the circuit housing, the IC housing, whatever you want to call it. So first we're going to need a logic transmitter. And this is how we are going to tell AimeE what to do. Now there's a couple different ways you could do this. I don't know if it will work with this script, but if we go ahead and grab ourselves an integrated chip, right now there is nothing on that chip. That chip is completely blank. Now, you have to make sure which mod you're actually getting or which script you're actually getting. Because one script you could get, if you just put the IC housing and then you export the script to that IC or the integrated chip, and then you would put that in AimeE, and AimeE would run autonomously. Then all you would need is a logic transmitter, which will communicate with AimeE so you can get your displays. But this script, what you need to do is, let's actually make sure we're doing this correctly. If we go ahead and, if I can remember how to spell it, get a brand new chip, we're actually going to take an empty chip and put it into AimeE. Because this script from the IC housing is going to transmit the information via the logic transmitter to AimeE to tell her what to do. That's how this script works. So always double check the script if you get it off Steam and make sure you know exactly what it does. Now what we need to do is get everything set up. I think first I need to go ahead and switch out these inlets. I need to make them come to this location. This is going to be the... what's it called? What's the location called? Hold on. Yep, there it is. Unload location. So with every single AimeE that I make, I have to get these coordinates. And the way we do that is with... I think it's just GPS. Is it? Yes, it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and spawn one in real quick. And then we need our PDA. Is there anything in my PDA right now? Yes, there is. So if we go ahead, take this GPS, put it into our PDA, and we turn it on, we can actually get the location. One thing I did figure out, if you stand right in the middle, this is going to be the unload location for that AimeE. If you stand right here, AimeE will not come to this location. The reason is, as you can see with the GPS, it's reading -85 and -91. If I come to the edge, right here. Negative 86. Then negative 85, and right here, negative 84. So the issue I think we'll have is that the center of this block does not read, or I'm not sure, because that would be 1 meter, right? So right here would be 86, 85, 84. So it might work. I'm not sure. We'll have to see once we get AimeE set up. Alright, so what I need to do is I need to go ahead and switch those inlets to the outside of the airlocks, or what will hopefully be future airlocks. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a wall right on the ceiling. So just a row of iron frames real quick. And I'll explain why after we get this all changed. Let me go ahead and do this real quick. It only takes a sec. Alright, I think we're ready. Maybe. We'll have to see. So the issue that I had, I didn't actually mention this, was in my survival world, the base ran out of power. And I thought maybe it's because all the lights that I put down here, were drawing so much power that it completely killed my base. But then I noticed that we had an update in the game, and yeah, I checked the changelog and things changed with the solar panels. So I double checked the solar panels and I was only getting about 58, nah, even less than that. I think I was only getting like 40% efficiency. So yeah, then I had to figure out how to change the logic, and I think it works now. I think we're fine. Or at least in my survival world, I haven't had that issue yet. Power seems to be fine now. Alright, back to AimeE. So I went ahead, changed the chutes. They're now out here. That is going to be our unload location. Our home location is going to be here. So what I need to do is, first we need a logic transmitter. Oh, and I'm going to have to get this all connected to cable. God damn it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. I'm only going to set up one AimeE for now. The rest I'll set up on my own. We just need to test out one AimeE to make sure that this stuff works. Can I not grab you? Do I still have housing on me? Yes, I do. Alright, we're gonna put you right there. Oh, no, you're upside down. God damn you. Let's try that again. OCD, man. OCD. Alright, so what we need to do now is I need to get that connected to power. I also need the LED lights. So let's go ahead and figure those out. That's the other hardware that I do need. So we get the LED lights from the console. Oh shit, man. Yeah, a lot has changed in the game. I'm gonna have to relearn some things. Alright, I didn't need to do that, but that's okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and change that to LED small. Here's the issue with the LEDs that I have noticed. See, the consoles are kind of cool because you could rotate a console any way you want. And since the console is a square, the display or whatever's being displayed always shows up as upright no matter what orientation you have the console at. LEDs, on the other hand, are not square. So we have to double check and make sure that we have them orientated the correct way, just like that. So I need 4 of these. If we go back to the script, we'll see what we need. So we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we need a display for the X coordinate, the Z coordinate, the mode, and the charge. The next thing we're going to need is we need the lever, the recall lever, which this is going to be our power connection right here. I'll probably just connect everything to, yeah, probably those lights. But I think just for now, just something temporary so the lever is out of the way. Let's see, is it button? I gotta remember where to get the levers. Logic. Shit, I can't remember. It's not lever. No, it's not lever. Shit, what is it? Switch. It's a logic switch, my bad. Alright, let's go ahead and grab a switch. So, here's the thing. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and grab that. I'm not sure if this actually needs to be a lever. I mean, in the script, it says lever, but in the video that he had with the script, he was using a button. So I don't know. I guess we could just go ahead and use a button. I guess I'll figure that all out and see if we have any issues with it. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead, put it right there, just so that way it's out of the way. And then later on, when I get everything built, I'll figure out a better place for it. Alright, so we have our 4 displays, we have our lever, and then we have our logic transmitter, which needs to go on the housing. So what I need to do now is get everything connected up to power. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll connect all this up, bring it over to, yeah, by the lightning, and then bring it down over here. Making sure that I keep it on a seam. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Alright, so I went ahead and named all the LEDs. Let's actually check this out. Alright, so up the top is where I'm going to have the mode. Down here at the bottom left, that is going to be the battery charge. This is going to be the X coordinate, and this is going to be the Z coordinate. So that way we have a nice display to tell us what Amy is doing and where she's at. We have our data transmitter, or logic transmitter, and then we have our IC housing. So what I need to do now is I need to get those set up. Screwdriver, come here. Alright, do we have... I think I need to turn Amy on. I don't think I have a battery in her yet. Alright, let's take this. This is extra. Get rid of that. So yeah, let's grab a battery for her real quick. Get her turned on so that way the logic transmitter can actually read her. So, nuclear. Alright, Amy. Oh yeah, we get to keep that because she needs an empty one. With this script, she actually needs an empty chip. I think we're good. Alright. So now, we can go ahead and... Oh, shit. Tell the logic transmitter to read from Amy 1, which is that Amy down there. Turn that on. Alright, so D0 is going to be that logic transmitter. So maybe I should go the other way. Shit, I got a lot of stuff. I need to start organizing all this stuff and get stuff separated with an APC. Alright, logic. Yeah, logic transmitter. Now, of course, I have to do this with every single Amy. So, logic... Oops, did I pass it? Logic transmitter, there we go. D1 is gonna be... Shit, I forgot. Give me a second. D1. So it's gonna be X coordinate, then the Z coordinate, then mode charge. Okay, I think I got it. Why do I... Did I just pull the battery? I did not know that. Whenever you have a screwdriver in your hand, it pulls the battery out of the laptop. Really? That's weird. Alright, so... D1 is going to be the LED small X. If we can find the LEDs. LED small X. D2 is going to be LED small Z. LED display small Z. There we go. D3 is going to be the mode. So LED display. Oh great, my jetpack is pulling me away from it. LED display small mode. There we go. D4 is going to be the charge. The battery charge. So LED display. Oh, I need to go back. Charge. There we go. And then, what do we have? We have a button. So yeah, D5 is going to be I think it's just called a button, right? Guess we'll find out. No, it's not. What is it called? Button. Did I connect it? I don't think I connected it. No, I did not. Alright, so we have this and this. That's my bad. I thought I got everything, but apparently not. Come on. There we go. Now we should be good. Alright, so D5 is going to be button. There it is. Alright, we're not going to turn that on quite yet because now we need an IC chip. Alright, so we're going to grab this IC chip real quick. We're going to go ahead and put it in the laptop. Make sure that we have the correct script. We do. Oh, no. I still need to get all of the GPS coordinates. Alright, well, let me go ahead and do that real quick. So basically all I have to do now is grab this, grab the PDA, come to the location, make sure that we do have the GPS, what are they called? Cartridge. GPS cartridge in the PDA. Go to the center of each foundation. This is going to be the home location. So that's going to be negative 85 and negative 95. We're only worried about the X and the Z. We're not worried about the Y because the Y is the height. So if I go up, you see that number go up. Go down, number goes down. We're not worried about that because AimeE stays on the ground. So the Y coordinate does not matter. We don't need to put that in. So it was 85, negative 85, and negative 95. 95. Alright, then we have to come out to the unload location, which, let's turn off the jetpack. 85 and 91. So the unload is, X coordinate is 85, and the Z coordinate was 91. Alright, now what I need to do is I need to figure out where I'm going to send her out to mine. So as I said, first thing she's going to do once we get her activated is she's going to travel to the unload location, which is right here. Then she'll travel out to a mining location. But this AimeE, I want to send out that way. The AimeE that's going to be over there against that wall, I want to send out that way to the left. But since we're only testing the system out, I'm just going to, let's get jetpack. I'm just going to find a random location just so that we can test everything out, make sure everything works. So I want to keep her a little ways away from the base because I don't want her to try to mine underneath the base. And I do believe that AimeE mines in a 50-meter radius of the GPS location. I think. So negative 53 and negative 6. So 53 and 6. 53 and 6. I gotta try to remember. 53 and 6. So negative 53, that's our mine location. So 53 and 6. Yes, we are good. Alright, I think that's everything that we need. We have our home location, which is negative 85 and negative 95. Our unload location, 85 and 91. Mining location, 53 and 6. Now, of course, in your world, these numbers are going to be different. You have to find these locations yourself in your own world. Do not use these numbers. I need to be very plain with that. Do not use those numbers. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to export to the chip. Grab the chip. Put it into the IC housing. And I think as soon as we hit the on button, she's going to start running. So first thing she's going to do is she's going to go out to her unload location, and then she's going to go out to the mining location.
Hydration critical.
Oh god. Oh, and a new voice too. Are you fucking kidding me? That voice sucks. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me finish drinking so she'll shut up. Listen to this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the propellant for the jetpack, and we'll be able to hear her again.
Jetpack critical.
That voice fucking sucks. I prefer the old voice. What the fuck, man?
Jetpack critical.
Yeah, that voice sucks, man. It sounds more like a generic voice than the other one used to. It just sounds really, really bad. But yeah, the reason I know that she will go to the unload is because the first command, if we go down, this is where everything starts. This is where the script actually starts. And the first thing she'll do is go to the unload location. So target X, unload X, target Z, unload Z. So pretty damn simple. Not a whole lot to this script. I mean, not a whole lot. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's a bit. Just a little bit. 116 lines. Alright, so first thing she'll do, she'll travel to the unload, and then she'll go out mining. And on. There she goes. Alright, unload, and then she goes out. Alright, so right now we're seeing the mode, which is 2. I think that's moving. There's battery charge, so the batteries are... That's actually a lot of power. 2.295 megawatts. That's her X coordinate. The X and... Sorry. X and Z coordinates is her current location. So what we need to do now is... She's still roaming. Takes a while to get out there. One thing I do want to show real quick, and this is an issue I'm still trying to figure out. If we go ahead and push the recall button, we need to keep an eye on Amy, because Amy is over here. The relocation is going to be the home location, which is inside of the base. Doesn't look like she's coming back. No, she's still going out. Maybe it does need to be a lever. Maybe because in the script, right now her action is to go to the mining location and then she'll come back. No, she's still mining. Okay, hold on. So yeah, maybe it does actually need to be a lever. So yeah, I'll go ahead and do that real quick. Or, I think the button will work. I just have to hit it again. If the button's
Hunger caution.
Yeah, now it's hunger. If the button even fucking works. So she's kind of easy to find at night. Okay, there she goes. So yeah, what I'll do in my survival world is I'll go ahead and switch out that button with the lever and see if everything works. Alright, Amy, go home. Yeah, so here's the thing. We have a rocket, which, yeah, is a lot better than AimeE. So AimeE's more earlier game, and the rocket is later game. So AimeE is very slow. She doesn't grab a whole lot if we take a look at her backpack. All she's gotten so far is a little bit... Oh, so she does grab ice. Alright, that's good to know. So ice and coal. And the only thing she mines is whatever is in the area of the location you send her to. She does not grab everything, all the different types of ores every time you send her out. She only grabs what you tell her to grab, like which location you set her on. So here's the issue with an airlock. That's the home location. She's gonna try to go through a wall to get to the home location. So if I want an airlock, what I have to do is I have to send her to the unload location first and then into the home location. But that wouldn't even work either because I would need her to stop inside of the airlock. So this is the issue I'm trying to figure out, making a damn script. It's going to be a pain in the ass. But yeah, when she comes to home, she does power off, but as you can see, she's not quite on the home location. So I'm still trying to figure this out. When you set the coordinate, which right here, it was 85 and 95, where does she read that at? Because she's not going to that location. So do I actually need to make the home location like over here? Because it looks like she's trying to stop on that seam. That's probably what I'll have to do. There's only one way to figure that out. Let's try this. Alright, so 85 and 96. Let's go ahead and grab the chip. Nope, not that chip. That chip. Put it in here. Edit. Alright, let's go ahead and change that location. 85 and 96. There we go. Confirm. Export. Don't forget to export. Let's hit it again just to make sure. Put her back in. Alright, let's go ahead and turn Amy back on. And there she goes. Ah, shit. I have to wait for her to come all the way. Oh, there she goes. That's something else we can see. So yeah, she's not going to exactly the location that I want her to. So I wonder how she reads the GPS coordinates, or what part. Like, is the GPS read like in front of her? I mean, it would be probably better if the GPS was read like in the middle of Amy, so that way she goes right to the mark. So yeah, what I need to do is I need to wait for her to go out to the mining area. I'm going to hit the recall button and see if changing the script or that location actually helped. Alright, so that's better. But here's the issue. I can't really do that. The reason is because it depends on which way she's traveling. So let's say the unload location. If she comes from home to the unload location and the GPS that she's reading looks like it's like right here in front of her, if she's traveling this way, she's going to stop right here. But if she's traveling from the other direction, she's going to stop right here. So if I set the coordinate to be on that seam, when she's coming from mining, like traveling this way, she will stop on the center, but when she's coming from home, she'll actually stop inside of the airlock. So, I don't know. There's got to be something, because I've seen videos where people have this shit stopping right in the center every single time. I have to figure that one out. But I think we got Amy figured out, at least for now. Still a few issues that we got to work out. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to set up the airlocks. I'm just going to go ahead and set it up like this, get everything closed off. I still have 3 other AimeEs to set up, but luckily for you guys, I screwed up. So what happened was I started recording this episode in my survival world. That's one of the reasons we're in a creative world, is because I already have all this built. But I was going through my hard drive, getting rid of some old stuff, and I accidentally deleted the wrong damn thing, which means I lost the video. So I had to come back into creative, where I haven't built AimeE yet, and do it all over again. But my error is actually beneficial to you guys, because now you guys get to see the end result. And here it is. This is what I came up with. It's actually not half bad looking. It looks pretty damn cool. I did switch to a lever, but there is one issue with that. Let's go ahead and call all the AimeEs back real quick. Went ahead, closed everything off, figured out where I was going to put the windows. I thought it was cool to have some skylighting. It actually looks really cool. That's the solar panels up there. Oh, that reminds me. I can't remember if I changed the... I don't think I changed it. Hold on. Let me see.
Hydration critical.
Oh, shut up. It's always something with her. Crowbar. Okay, I already did change it. Yeah, I changed the logic for the solar panels, so we're good. Couldn't remember if I did or not. What a pain in the ass. Waiting for AimeE's to come back. There are 4 of them. It's going to take a minute. There's 1. There's 2. You guys might not be able to see it, but I can see her little face. 3. There's... Yeah, 3. 4 should be... There's 4. Come on, Amy. Alright, let's see. Do I have any water on me? Yes, I do. Alright, there we go. At least they'll shut her up. God, I hate that voice, man. We need mods. We need mods for different voices. Different AI voices in the game. Alright, so when she comes back, I'll show you another issue that I'm having. I don't know if it's something that I can fix. Might be, but I'm not sure. Okay, there's 3. Where's 4? What all do you guys have? Did you guys get a bunch of shit? Not really. So all you got was silicone and coal. Water volatile, water, lead, iron. Iron, volatile, oxide, silicon, and what'd you get? Gold, uranium, coal, and oxide. So, yeah. So yeah, Amy's definitely early game. She's not going to get all the resources unless you put her in a proper location, which means every time you need to change the location, you have to change the script. Every single time. Whenever she's mining and she empties out the area that she's mining, you have to change her location again. So really, AimeE is not the best thing to be using for mining. It's probably better just to do it by hand, because she doesn't get everything and it takes her forever. Alright, here's the issue. What we're supposed to be able to do, hit the lever, turn AimeE back on, and as you can see, her mode is still showing 0. It's actually showing a white 0, which means there was a little issue with the script. So one of the solutions you could try is taking out her IC chips. But if that doesn't work, what you have to do is the fun part. Let's go and get a jetpack. Every single one. Alright, let's switch you over here. You go up there. And take out this IC chip, put it back in. And there they go. So that's something I'm going to have to figure out. I guess I'm going to have to do a reset or something. Or maybe it is supposed to be a button. I'm not sure. But yeah, first thing she does goes to the unload. Which she's not quite on the unload. The unload is right here. I gotta figure out a way to fix that. And once they're empty...
Hunger caution.
Oh, hey, you two stop... God damn it. Oh, hey, they correct themselves. Awesome. But yeah, there's a few issues to figure out with AimeE. So yeah, I would say AimeE, not really worth the time. All the bullshit that you have to deal with the AimeE, it's not really worth it. Especially once you get a rocket. Once you get a rocket, you really never need to go mining ever again. Except for one little thing that we still have to figure out. Let me go inside real quick. So, I think I said something about it at the beginning of the video. We still have an arc furnace that we're using water ice to cool it down whenever we're trying to set the temperature. So what I need to do is figure out a solution for that. So now that we have AimeE up and running, I don't know if I'm going to waste my time trying to figure out an airlock for AimeE, because honestly, I'm not going to use her. I'll probably just go ahead and shut all the AimeEs down and say, hey, there's our bay for Amy. I did it. It's done. Moving on. But one thing we don't have for the furnace is, like I said, I've been using water ice to cool the furnace down whenever I'm trying to get the right temperature to make alloys. I would like to change that. I really would like to change that. I'm still trying to figure that out though. So sometime here in the future we might go into creative so that way I can figure out a solution. I think there are some automatic scripts out there for the furnace, but it requires a lot of hardware that you have to configure just perfectly. I don't know. I have to figure that all out. What else was I going to say? There was something else. Oh yeah, the other issue. Because we lost power, that actually gave me an idea. Actually, I think someone told me, or said something about this in the comments at one point. Backup generator. So we had an update in the game, like I said, and the solar panels were not orientated correctly because, well, they were reading the wrong information because the update changed some things. So that's one of the things you kind of have to prepare for stuff like that. So we have this big ass area right here that we have nothing for yet. So I am going to put a garage like right here, but we don't need all this room for a garage. So I kind of figured this area over here we could set up for something else. How about emergency power generators? So we are producing, thanks to the rocket, a ton of fuel. I don't know if I'll use fuel. I don't know. We are producing a ton of fuel, which means we can use that fuel with... Let's see if I can find it. I think it's fuel generator? Maybe? Maybe not? No? Okay. Power? Would that be a negative? I don't know. Oh, this brings up another thing. If you take a look at this is a power transmitter. That's an omnidirectional power transmitter. Power transmitter, which is just directional. Now, the AimeEs require battery power. But the thing is we're using a nuclear battery, which means when that battery empties or gets empty, we have to switch it out. But if we could find a way of transmitting that power to the battery in AimeE, which we can actually do with the... I would have to figure this all out. This is an update that came out the last time I played, like 9 months ago. The update came out. This is a new thing that I haven't messed around with yet, but we could use the omnidirectional power transmitter with a... if I can find it, I think it's called a cordless. No, wireless. Wireless battery cell. So we could actually put that in AimeE and have AimeE have her battery recharge autonomously. I think that's how it works, but that's something I could test out. But another thing we wouldn't have to worry about. What I'm looking for, though, is it called a generator? Turbine generator? No. Gas generator. There we go. I should have known it was like gas or something. F1. Let's find it here. This one. Gas fuel generator. I think it runs on fuel. So yeah, what we could do is we could set these up. We could set up a few of them. And I would also need to figure out how to connect it and everything. I haven't messed with one of these. But we could use these as backup generators. So whenever the power gets below a certain amount, we can just automatically turn those on. So just in case there is another update that screws up solar panels or screws up scripts or logic or whatever, we have a backup so we don't have to worry about it. Which means I'll have to keep an eye on all the updates. But anyways, One of the things I still need to figure out is I need to figure out the furnace, like I was saying. I'm still trying to figure that one out. That one's going to take some time. We might go into creative and try to talk about some of the things. I'm not sure what I need to do. So it would be cool to kind of have a little bit of help from y'all, people who have played this game before. So yeah, we'll go into creative. You guys can comment and help me out with that. But yeah, the base is getting there. It really is getting there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall all the AimeEs. I don't need AimeE to run. It's just going to be extra pain in the ass bullshit that I just don't need. I mean, AimeE's cool. I like AimeE. She's cute. But yeah, just not worth it having to do all that all the time. So yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna waste my time with the airlock. I'm not gonna waste my time with it. It's not necessary. It's just an extra thing that you could do to make it kind of cool. But yeah, I'll not waste my time. But anyways, next episode, what we need to start talking about is backup power. I want to go ahead and get that installed as quickly as possible. Probably some other stuff because this is still a lot of space that we need to fill. So yeah, I'll get that all figured out. Try to figure out some other stuff to put in there. There's still a lot that we need to go through. But yeah, next episode we'll go ahead and start on emergency power. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see... what the fuck? Why? Why? I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.